Hi, and welcome to Travels with Phil. We're in Borrego Springs for the wildflower blooms. This is March 26th, 2019, and the sunflowers start growing. All the flowers, the wildflowers, start growing after we have the big rains in the late winter, early spring. And this is Jaslyn, my granddaughter, and I. We went out there to take a look around. All kinds of different flowers out there. Now, mostly we saw purple ones, we saw yellow ones, and white ones. This is up on the State Route 22, Montezuma Valley Road, as you come down into Borrego Springs. It's also the area of the Anza Borrego State Park. They overlap a lot of spots out there. Those are some of the Ocotillo cactuses. And you can see the different spots here. This is the whole canyon trail, part of it. And different parts of the valley floor out there have different kinds of wildflowers that are blooming out there. The Borrego area, Springs area, is actually right around sea level, and maybe even below it in a few spots. This is over by one of the parking lots where you can take one of the trails out into Hellhole. And some nice lupins there and some dandelions. And I believe those are called pincushions, the white ones. I'm not exactly sure. Some of the signs welcome you to Borrego. This is a real sign. It says this post not currently in use. Somebody has a sense of humor there at the Historical Society. And these are some of the mountains surrounding the valley itself, which is makes it such a dry area normally. So when the rains do come, the wildflowers growing are such a stark change in the landscape out there. Here's some of the video I shot out there with one of the dragon or sea serpent sculptures. All right, Jaslyn and I are in Borrego Springs. These are the mountains, and it is March, I think, 25th. And this is the sea serpent that goes on either side of the road. Let's take a look at the other side. More of the sea serpent here in Borrego Springs, but off in the distance. A lot of effort out there. Now, the wildflowers may only last a couple of weeks. First off, it's there's not sustaining rains coming through, so it's hard to keep them growing. And then also caterpillars start eating them, and you'll see some of the pictures of the caterpillars. The Galleta Meadows, people out here, they put all kinds of artwork out there, large sculptures of animals, horses, Indians, a monk here, a monk and his dog, as it were. And these are some of the caterpillars. And this is for a moth. And I think we probably saw 2 or 3 different kinds. It's the tip of my shoe to give you an idea how big it is. That one actually has a horn on the end of it. It's Jaslyn, and we had to be very, very careful where we were walking in a lot of places. And I mean, in some places, and you'll see pictures later on, there were as many as a dozen on one clump of flowers. So they were going to eat a lot of food out there. Going to town, as my dad would say. Henderson Canyon is a good spot to see them in both directions. Coyote Canyon, which is where we were earlier, now we're coming down on the eastern end of Henderson Canyon. Big field out here. In an area here, and different sections again have different flowers, different groups, more of the lupins. You'll see up toward the mountains as you're coming down 22 or Montezuma Valley Road. You'll see different ones up there that are higher up than the ones here on the valley floor. Try to slow that panorama down a little bit. Ocotillo cactus, a little bit of a panorama again. So again, mostly yellow flowers out there when we were there. Little bitty red dots in the middle of these yellow flowers. And this is off Coyote Canyon. And then moving down to Henderson Canyon, we get out toward another grouping of interesting looking ones. Some of the palm trees. Big open area here. Lots of yellow orangish flowers. And then the dried mud from the rains, because it dries quickly out there, because this is definitely a desert. It's named Anza Borrego. The Anza expedition came through here in the 1700s. One of the first Spanish expeditions trying to go from Mexico up to San Francisco area. There you see lots of there you look at that. There's at least a dozen of them in that one picture of the caterpillars. Some nice purple ones. Very few white ones. Don't know if that's because they were the favorite food of the caterpillars, or if they started growing earlier. Jasmine thought those cactuses looked like somebody's rear end. This is called the Texas Dip. It's on the southern part of Borrego Springs in the park. So from where I live in central San Diego, it's about a 200-mile round trip to get up there, and very, very pretty experience and a nice time for Jaslyn and I to go up there through Julian. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up by clicking on the button below. You're welcome to leave comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And finally, if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the button over on the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you again for watching.